Is your body running on empty? Water is the main fuel source for your body, but are you getting enough? Tap water and bottled water are considered dead water by many of today's health experts. That's why you need X2O. X2O solves the problems of acidity, poor hydration, and nutrient deficiencies in the body. Discover the all-natural benefits of X2O and how it can transform your water into a powerful health and performance beverage. Get your risk-free trial of this amazing product today. Visit our website at Zuma.com, spelled XOOMA.com.
This is Be a Beast on Nelson Radio. You chose to be here. This is not by accident that you're here now and in this program. You want to take your performance to the highest level. You want to dominate. You physically work hard. Now that's important. Mentally, we're going to prepare you to have the kind of success that's available to you. Not just for some, but for you to live it fully. You can do it too. Enjoy this journey. This program is your secret weapon. Be a Beast on Nelson Radio.
And this is Be a Beast on Nelson Radio, heard right here on KLAA, AM 830 with myself, Nelson, business leader and professional coach, and Dave Austin, the director of Dynamic Mental Performance. What do you think about that, Dave?
Wow, you just get creative every time, every week.
I'm just
Never
going.
heard a mental performance coach call so many incredibly great things. I love it.
Mental performance coach. And this is your chance to be engaged in our training. We want you reaching out to us, taking action today. Call us direct, 888-888-2136. Click through at nelsonradio.com, or easiest of all, simply text the word BEAST to 313131. Dave and I will get you engaged in our performance coaching from the locker room to the boardroom. We empower you, get you unstuck, get you moving through the challenges that have been in front of you, and help you realize your goals. Is that enough? Dave, what do you think?
I think it's awesome. You know, most people don't realize they live in their conditions rather than create their conditions. And it's just right there for everyone. And last week, oh my gosh, Lisa Nichols, what an example of that. Too poor to afford diapers, and now has an international coaching business. And Roger's great Beast program. She's LazPro the Falcon, laser sharp. She is laser sharp. She was laser sharp on the show. It is so much fun doing the show and bringing on such great guests each week and listening to their stories, how they just step up and do it each and every day.
Well, this is just like we've been talking, but Lisa Nichols is a tremendous example, as was J.J. Virgin with, how we build our bodies, how we fuel our bodies. But our focus is not what we put inside our bodies, it's what we put inside our mind and help you move through that mental block. And just like Roger says, it's so perfect in terms of how so many people, they get in the way of themselves. He calls it they create their own jail and sit inside and hold the keys, and it's exactly what we do, is to unlock that jail so we can get you to perform.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm blessed because I get to work with so many great athletes. It's baseball season now. We got the Angels playing, and the Ducks are in playoffs, and this is an exciting time. And I get a chance to work with players before they go on the field, and we use the exact same principles that I used with athletes for business leaders or entrepreneurs. You get yourself mentally right, the world is yours.
And with a lineup leading into the California Women's Conference, Dave, give our listeners a snapshot of some of the guests that we have coming up.
Well, Mary Lambert, who has such an incredible hit out right now, She Keeps Me Warm. She's going to be doing, we talk about poets, and we've got the man today coming on the show, but Mary Lambert, she had, big hit single, She Keeps Me Warm, but she's also a poet. So we've got so many different great people. Lisa Nichols is going to be there, Dr. Daniel Amen, of course, Jack Canfield, Bob Proctor, the list goes on, and it covers so many great areas that there's nothing that will be uncovered. You'll learn and grow. What a great experience coming up.
Well, and today it's going to be right in that lineup of giants. We have in studio Sekou Andrews, the master storyteller, the poetic voice. I love that description, the poetic voice. And you are in for a treat. When we bring him into the show in our next segment, it'll be so dynamic. I love that word today. I'm going to theme the show dynamic. But he's the poetic voice, and what he does to create inspiration, it really is unbelievable.
Oh, remarkable. You got it. This is incredible. I've seen him live, and I'm so glad he's in the studio live today in uniform with his Beast shirt on. I can't wait.
So we're going to have Sekou Andrews coming up. This is Be a Beast with Dave Austin and myself, Nelson. Call, click, or text 888-888-2136. Let me say that slower. 888-888-2136. Click through at nelsonradio.com or simply text the word Beast to 313131. Sekou Andrews, the poetic voice, coming up.
Angels Radio.
AM 830.
Is your body running on empty? Water is the main fuel source for your body, but are you getting enough? Tap water and bottled water are considered dead water by many of today's health experts. That's why you need X2O. X2O solves the problems of acidity, poor hydration, and nutrient deficiencies in the body. Discover the all-natural benefits of X2O and how it can transform your water into a powerful health and performance beverage. Get your risk-free trial of this amazing product today. Visit our website at Zuma.com, spelled XOOMA.com.
Do you ever want a secret weapon? Be a Beast training video is your weapon. From the locker room to the boardroom, success is not by accident. Performance is not by chance. You want to get your mind right? Perform at the highest level? Dominate your marketplace? Be a Beast training video is the answer. Mentally, we're going to prepare you to have the kind of success that's available for you to live it fully. You can do it too. The Be a Beast training video is your secret weapon. 888-888-2136. Let me say that again. 888-888-2136 or text BEAST to 313131.
Angels Radio.
AM 830.
And this is Be a Beast on Nelson Radio, our series, our super series, leading into the California Women's Conference this May 19th and 20th in Long Beach. And this is myself, Nelson, business leader and professional coach, and my co-host I'm always excited to be with, mental performance demon, Dave Austin. Call or text direct, 888-888-2136, or text the word BEAST to 313131. And here is really a moment of excitement when we introduced internationally renowned Sekou Andrews, a poetic voice, a new type of speaker. Welcome to the program, Sekou.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Nelson.
So explain to our listeners, or give us an example, a poetic voice. What's that about?
So a poetic voice is really my response to the speaking world and the motivational speaking world and the spoken word poetry world. So as I looked up, going to conferences, working with businesses, and seeing this separation between the art/entertainment and the speaker/content, I wanted to fuse them. And so poetic voice is my response to that, fusing motivational speaking and spoken word poetry with a new category of speaking where you can't quite tell, it's seamless, where you can't quite tell where the storytelling ends and the content begins and the poetry ends and the theater begins. And so you get this very experiential type of speaking that uses the power of art.
And I'll say, I had a chance to see Sekou in action about a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago now. And you have to hear it to believe it or understand it. So we got to get a little sample of it.
Absolutely.
But, one of the things that I love so much, and you talk about it, Nelson, in the mortgage business. Maybe I'll let you have this on the ROI, maybe because you've been loving his statement on ROI. We'll always think of it as, rate of return, but he's got a different spin. So I'll let you.
And this is what so many people focus on ROI, the return on investment, and that becomes the driving force. I always use ROR, return on relationship, but Sekou's taken it up a notch here. ROI, return on inspiration. I think that's brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Well, that's the thing, is that when you think about what the power of art is, I mean, you listen to a masterful symphony, right? You go to you watch an art piece, or look at an art piece that just rips you apart, or a piece of theater, or a song that you can't get out of your head all day. This is the power of art and what inspiration has to do and how it can empower and affect us. So now imagine that in the transformation, personal growth world.
Exactly. And in with the foundation that you laid, I want to take you back, have our listeners share to our listeners all the way back to the fifth grade playground, the foundation that was set. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, listen, I always say if you, instead of trying to, approach this world like you want to break into an industry, create an industry and make the world break into you. And I was chasing entertainment. My backup was going to be entertainment law, and then I decided I didn't want to be a lawyer. I really wanted to do entertainment. But you have these labels out there that exist, and if you don't know or don't see yourself or hear your voice in those labels, then you have to find yourself in the crevices between them. And so I decided to do teaching for a while, substitute teaching, to create some space for my entertainment, and that led me to do fifth grade teaching full time. But I knew that wasn't where my voice was ultimately going to be, and so I eventually quit the job. Hardest job ever to leave, one of the best jobs ever to do. But I knew that I needed to be pushing myself into this transformation space and the spoken word poetry space, and I haven't looked back. My career has been amazing since then and empowering bigger and bigger audiences.
Well, I love it because, in our Be a Beast program, we talk about stretch the giraffe. Step out, stretch a little, keep stretching a little.
Absolutely.
And you've just done that. You've gone further and further with it. And then we have Nobo, the flying fish, which is there's no boundaries. There's no freaking box. And you created. All right, there's no category. I'll create my own category.
That's right.
That's like the fish creating wings. Okay, you don't think we can fly? Well, we're going to fly.
That's right.
And that's what you've done. So I think it's like perfect right now. We're talking about it. Give us a little example so our listeners can,
Absolutely. Well, one of the pieces that I'm thrilled about right now that I'm excited is a piece called The Awesome Anthem. I just shot an amazing video of it featuring celebrities and icons and so forth. And if you go to theawesomeanthem.com, you'll get the full video. But this is a little taste of it as I talk about trying to get through those days. And what reminds us we need to get through those days is the reminder that I am awesome. So don't go wasting my tears. I am more than enough to get through this. And I got a scrapbook full of I can't do it to prove it. For I maintain a level of awesomeness in everything I do. So my awesomation is not speculation, but irrefutable truth. In fact, the Census Bureau just released a report that 2 out of every 3 people are awesome. And if that is true, then out of you and I, the question we must now ask ourselves is, which one of you two is the one that sucks? Because I am awesome!
Woohoo!
I love that.
That was awesome!
You're listening to Sekou Andrews right here on Be a Beast with Nelson Radio. My co-host, Dave Austin, contact us direct, 888-888-2136, or simply text the word BEAST to 313131. Sekou, I got to ask this. You bill yourself as a success junkie.
That's right. I mean, listen, once you get addicted to everyone at the California Women's Conference has got to understand they're in that space. Once you get into that personal growth, that transformation space, it's addictive. And you find yourself becoming attached to betterment and addicted to empowerment and wanting to continue to grow and fly and push yourself. Mental performance, physical performance, emotional and spiritual performance, you get addicted to it. It's a high. And so I definitely consider myself a success junkie that's riding that growth high and that's continuing to reach higher and higher and say, I want that next hit, that next dose.
I love it. So we plan to hear a little bit more of this at the California Women's Conference,
That's
May
right.
19th and May 20th at the Long Beach Arena. You're gonna bring the house down.
Hey, I will be doing a powerful poetic keynote that will be unlike anything you've ever experienced. So make sure you don't miss it.
I'm still trying to figure out between Nelson and I which one sucks and which one's awesome.
Oh, listen to that. You know what, though? It's a perfect segue because there's the choice. So many people get stuck in their brokenness or get stuck in their grief, what have you, their loss. And it is a choice, isn't it, Sekou?
Absolutely. Happiness is a decision. Positivity is a choice, and you can literally put that lens on every day and look at the world differently. It's all perspective. I always say you have to keep your eyes on the prize and keep your perspective wide. You've got to keep yourself focused on a direction, but keep your perspective wide enough to be able to step in that direction assess, look around, and see where it is that you're supposed to step next. And that is your perspective is everything.
Wow. I now know why you wear that shirt, Beast.
I'm a beast,
You're
baby.
in beast mode,
I'm
baby.
a beast, baby.
He is in beast mode. So I want to ask you, if you knew you couldn't fail, as you do, you know you can't fail, your walk away from the California Women's Conference, you've just walked off stage in front of 18,000 people. What do you hope for?
I want to transform that room, first of all. That's what I insist on. I want to make sure that you hear your story and mine, and that you empower yourself through the ways that I have empowered myself and achieved this career that I have. That you see, all 18,000 of you see the possibilities that exist for you in the crevices, in the in-between, and you realize that you can live what you love and make a living being yourself. Make a successful, positive, empowered living being yourself. I want you to understand that I can help. I have speaker training programs, Stage Might, that can help you to become the best communicator and rock star speaker that you can be. And I want you to join my community at SekouAndrews.com and just continue to share inspirations with me and let me share with you so that we can continue laughing together, crying together, growing together, and flying together.
There you have it. Sekou Andrews, thanks for being with us. Stay with us. We're going to move into beast mode right here on Be a Beast on Nelson Radio. Contact us direct, 888-888-2136, or easiest of all, text the word BEAST to 313131.
Angels Radio.
AM 830.
Is your body running on empty? Water is the main fuel source for your body, but are you getting enough? Tap water and bottled water are considered dead water by many of today's health experts. That's why you need X2O. X2O solves the problems of acidity, poor hydration, and nutrient deficiencies in the body. Discover the all-natural benefits of X2O and how it can transform your water into a powerful health and performance beverage. Get your risk-free trial of this amazing product today. Visit our website at Zuma.com, spelled XOOMA.com.
Do you ever want a secret weapon? Be a Beast training video is your weapon. From the locker room to the boardroom, success is not by accident. Performance is not by chance. You want to get your mind right? Perform at the highest level? Dominate your marketplace? Be a Beast training video is the answer. Mentally, we're going to prepare you to have the kind of success that's available for you to live it fully. You can do it too. The Be a Beast training video is your secret weapon. 888-888-2136. Let me say that again. 888-888-2136 or text BEAST to 313131.
Angels Radio.
AM 830.
This is Be a Beast on Nelson Radio, heard right here on KLAA, AM 830. We're with Sekou Andrews, a poetic voice, Dave Austin, mental performance coach, and myself, Nelson. We need you engaged in our mental performance training. Contact us direct, 888-888-2136. It's the easiest number of all, 888-888-2136, or easier yet, text the word BEAST to 313131. Dave, I want you to tie this together in terms of our Be a Beast training and the mind triggers that we use here.
Well, it's so important. You know, we have so many thoughts every day and you know, distract us from our goals, our desires. And when you're focused and you get defocused, if you have a trigger, they can just put you right back on track. And that's what Be a Beast is all about. Roger Anthony with his animal triggers is just that one word. As you listen to this show, you've learned how we've brought animals and the meaning behind them. So that one word triggers you right back to that focus. You know, just even a few weeks ago, my son was here playing the LA Kiss at the Honda Center. It was so much fun. He was so focused. Now, he ended up getting player of the game, but you watch a guy living it, and he uses these terms every day in every practice and every game, and that's why he can perform at that level. In life, when you have triggers, and it's really about the practice. Your daily habits really, if you look at your results completely, whether you're successful or not, it really comes back to your daily habits. So having these triggers help you every single day is huge. And now let's get into this part where we normally bring Roger out of the bush. And Roger, again, is down right now, so our prayers are with him. But we still will move on with the strength of what he's been doing for 30-some years. And so with our guest today, do you want to lead us into what beast he is? He's many beasts in many ways.
And here's what's so cool, and this is what these mind triggers do. That when you're in that moment, and this snaps you back into that mental performance, and we're going to introduce Ensuot, E-N-S-U-O-T, Ensuot, the otter. Ensuot the otter. Now, the word picture is that you see, and you can click on to our website. We'll have this video posted, but it's two otters, and they're gently floating out in the water. One drifts off, and the other goes and swims over and brings them back and holds the second otter just hand in hand. And it really is that sense of community that is the focal point here. So Ensuot, the E-N stands for encourage, S-U stands for support, and the O-T in Ensuot stands for others. So encourage and support others. And Sekou, that's the very epicenter of what you do, isn't it?
Absolutely. I get my Ensuot on every day, every time I hit the stage. You know, it's absolutely about community and collaboration and encouraging, empowering people.
I just got a thought. Baby, I love this thought. At the California Women's Conference, I don't want to throw you off, but if you can come up with a little Ensuot in it, give us a little beast Ensuot, oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Hey, listen, it's we got to touch each other physically, emotionally, and spiritually. We have to stay connected, and that's what community is. And
I was watching one of your videos, one of your presentations, and really one of the most attractive elements that I saw was how your focus shifts. It's not about you. It's not about presenting you. It's about presenting the person that you're encouraging.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to tell. I define poetic voice as telling your story, and you hear my story in it. So we fuse our stories together in the same way that I fuse art and business. We fuse our stories together because at the end of the day, we all share common stories. We all share common aspirations and challenges. And so as a poetic voice, especially when I'm talking to an organization, it's not necessarily, hey, I've climbed Mount Everest and you can climb mountains in your business, but it's here's the mountains that you've already climbed in your business. Now let me tell you that story because nothing's going to inspire you more than your own story of the mountains that you've climbed to let you know that you can climb them again.
See, I love that. That's totally Ensuot. You are Ensuot. I mean, and when you watch the video and you see these otters, and a lot of people, when you see our Be a Beast and you watch these videos, you don't know these animals have these traits. I mean, to see them reaching out and helping each other and grabbing each other's hand, you're doing that with every time you speak. You're coming into a company and you're saying, hey, reach out and grab. Let's do this together. Let's not compete. Let's bring it together because we're better together, which is the main theme of the whole California Women's Conference.
Absolutely. If you could imagine otters with the hearts of lions and the resolve of rhinos and the focus of falcons and still be an otter, what?
That's it.
What?
You're listening to Sekou Andrews, a poetic voice, right here on Be a Beast on Nelson Radio, 888-888-2136, or text the word beast to 313131. I love how you break that paradigm because so many people think if it's going to be, it's up to me, success is go it alone, I'm a self-made, blah, 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 and you're all about the community that creates this momentum.
Listen, I have invented a speaking category that doesn't exist. So if anyone, and I've made a very successful career and built a very successful business off of poetry, no less. So if anyone tried to claim self-made, I could. There's no such thing as self-made. There isn't. I'm community made. I'm leader made. I'm the people around me. I'm the other otters made. Right.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. Because when I saw you speak, you brought everything together. That's what you did. Yeah. Each individual speaker had something to say, and then your poetic voice kind of brought it all together. You weren't standing out there by yourself. You were bringing it so that everyone could see that we are together in this.
And what I love about spoken word that I use in poetic voice is that there's no fourth wall. So I'm out in the audience. You've seen me. I'm going out. I'm touching people. I'm connecting with people. I always say to be truly wealthy, you don't have to get touchy-feely, but you do have to touch and feel. Right, so I'm connecting with people and making sure we're hugging and we're having a party. I step off that stage and I join you all. And that's what's important to me. And I want you all to join me on the stage with your energy. I want you to join me. I want you to join me in my tribe, my community, on my website. Sign up, SekouAndrews.com. Follow at Sekou Andrews. I want this to be an exchange that we take into our growth together.
We just have a few seconds left, and I want to segue from that because as we close each show, Sekou, we reshift our focus down to Treasures of Africa, our sponsor orphanage down in Moshi, Tanzania, that was started by Rita Langland, Orange County's own Rita Langland, and she had a heart right for the AIDS pandemic and did something about it. Now has this orphanage that supports 50 people, 50 young kids that are being brought up, and what I love about this is that they're being brought up to be difference makers, just like you're coaching, to take action and make a difference. And so they're not just the recipients of relief, they are actually coming back into the community and getting lifted from relief. And this little girl, Lucy, I want to just briefly tell you about her. In fact, her birthday is tomorrow, April 27th. She came to Treasures of Africa with her sister. She lost both her mother and father to AIDS, and when you see this picture of her, she's now 5 years old. She is this tremendous little girl, and we want her to be sponsored. Little joyful, loves to giggle, and we want you to reach out and sponsor Lucy from Treasures of Africa. You can find out more. Click on nelsonradio.com. You're listening to Be a Beast on Angels Radio, AM 830 with Dave Austin, mental performance coach, Sekou Andrews, a poetic voice. Want to thank you for being in the program.
Thank you.
And myself, Nelson, 888-888-2136. We want to get you in beast mode. Contact us direct or simply text the word beast to 313131. Next week, Dr. Daniel Amen coming up.
Is your body running on empty? Water is the main fuel source for your body, but are you getting enough? Tap water and bottled water are considered dead water by many of today's health experts. That's why you need X2O. X2O solves the problems of acidity, poor hydration, and nutrient deficiencies in the body. Discover the all-natural benefits of X2O and how it can transform your water into a powerful health and performance beverage. Get your risk-free trial of this amazing product today. Visit our website at Zuma.com, spelled XOOMA.com.